So we're at this page, and we actually here we are working on this. Okay, so here we can already like if you update this, let me drag this over. So in the booking page, if you want some note like a note 1, note 2, note 2, and if you save it, right? And here let's say don't want to Seattle, let's change it to Bellevue. Okay, so if you save it here, in the link you shared with other people, so this is the link you share with other people. Actually, I can just share it here. So basically, this is the link you share with other people. Let's say I book this, and you see it's changed to Bellevue and the note 1, note 2, okay? So, I mean, whoever book you can make a modification to the default value like you gave, right? We still need to tune the UI, and this is what we want to do now. And if we want to click add guest, we want to expect to have more guests here, right? So let's do that. Let's look at the code. So here, this is the backend code. Let's look at front-end code. So first we define this div, right? For div, email, first name, last name, phone, right? And we actually want multiple. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna first define a state for that. Let's first define a state. So let's call it invitees. Invitee set invitees. So basically, right now it's a singular, right? So use state. So let's see what we can do. So we can create. So let's first define. This is an array of invitees, right? We already have a class, I think. We invitee. Yeah, this one. So let's look at this class. So this is first name, last name, email. Okay. So this is gonna be array of invitees. So first we want to create an array of objects that is let's see this object is basically first name empty, right? Give some default value. Last name empty, email empty, and phone empty. Okay. Yeah, we have type to guard, so you have to have this for field. Why we define this? So we initialized an array with one element. So now we're gonna change this to let's look at this one, right? So okay, so if we change this to use the array to represent it, invitees.map. So each element is invite, right, object. Okay, let's actually track the index as well. So when you do map on the array, you can also have the index with it. Okay, so for every array, let's return something. So let's wrap it with we actually want to return sysdiff, right? So sysdiff, and we move this diff inside. Can we do that? Wait, this matches. Okay, we need one more diff and closing. Okay, let's try that. Okay, format this a little bit. Okay, cool. So let's look at this. First, don't break it. Right now we expect the same. Okay, so first thing, we don't want to break it. Okay, looks good. Okay, why we want to do this is, let's see, we want to be able to click on the button, right? The button here, right? So this is the button for add guest, right? So next thing you want to do is implement onClick. Click. Oh wait, what happened? Give me a sec. So it should have onClick. Yes. So what we want to do is we want to add. Okay, let's see. So we want to add more guests to it. Basically, add new invitees, right? So let's copy the new one here. So this is a new object, right? So let's go back to the old place. So we can do so first we get the old current invitees, right? Let's use a bracket for it. Okay, so first we can say let's get the original array. Let's clone it because you cannot modify it. It's kind of immutable. Okay, so you clone it and array dot push a new one, right? Then set invitees. Okay, let's see how it works out. Yes. Okay, we still need to tune some like we need to be able to remove, right? We need to have some like a padding. Let's say we have some padding. The next thing is we want to basically tune the UI, right? So here the CSS for this, right? Let's say margin bottom, give it like a 3 pixel, and also let's see what else we want. Also, we want to have a remove button here, right? So we can remove this row, right? Let's do this one at a time. So, okay. Yeah, looks good, right? And also, we wanted the primary invitees to be required, or like required on last name. But for the secondary, we don't need this to be required. How do we change that? That's why we use the index, right? So here, the placeholder is, let's change this. So we can manipulate this logic here. Okay, actually this is like this. Okay, let's copy this over. So we wanted the first guy require have name, but we don't need like ask every guest to be having name. So what we want to do is here, if the index is 0, actually let's make it to another line. That's better. So if index is 0, that's the first one. We make it a required. Okay. If it's not, optional. Okay, like this. Let's do the same for this one, this guy as well. Phone number is always optional, right? You don't want like everyone to give you phone number. Okay. I mean, we're not using phone number to do anything. Just in the emails we send, okay. So in the second, third guy, if you want to add guests, that's just optional, right? But for the first guy, I mean, we assume this is the primary guy, and we want you to have the first name, so we know how to address you, right? How to call you. So okay, so that's looking nice. So also we want to have a remove button, right? In here. Let's see what icon we can use, right? Ant design. We can use maybe two-tone if we want to remove. We can use this closed tone. So let's see what do we want here. Here, so we want to have one more div, right? So div, and you want to copy this, right? And add imported state. Okay. So one more thing is we want to have some logic, because we don't want you to be able to remove the first person, right? I mean, so that means so index is bigger than 0, and we will show this. So we don't want to show this for the first div, right? And also let's add a tooltip. So this is from Ant. Okay, so tooltip. Okay, so title equal. Let's say remove. Let's take a look at the UI now. Not this one. So click here, add guest. Now you have this. It's not looking very nice. Let's see how we can deal with it. So we add a button. So that's definitely we want a button to remove it. But also it's making this a little bit looking weird, because we are the CSS we definitely need to tune, right? Let's first implement the button. We actually can have a button. Give me a sec. So we can use a button actually, I think, right? So let's use a button. The button here we can give me a sec. Button here. Okay. So this is the button, right? We can use something like this, more like a circle one. Okay. Let's use this kind of button. I think that's the second. With this first, send the link. I think it's the icon. How you make it wrong? Oh, shape a circle. Okay, let's use this button. Okay, let's see this. So let's change this to here. Our size large. Let's say large button. Okay, try it. Let's see how it looks. Okay. Here, add. Oh, that's a little bit too big. Remove. And it's a little bit shifting, so we don't actually want that kind of thing in here. Kind of okay, we want kind of like it flowing around, right? How do we do that? So okay, this is definitely looking not very good. Let's change this. What else do we have? What else do we have? Now give me some like hint. So regarding the type, let's see what type we can have. Type is ghost dash link text. What else we can? So we can have like this kind of. I think this is good enough. Look like this, right? So this probably is default. So let's change this to default. Oh, if it's default, I think we don't need anything. So let's take a look. Okay, now it's kind of like this. I kind of don't want the button anymore. It looks like the button doesn't looks very nice, right? So let's go back. Okay, we still need to tune the CSS, but let's get the functionality working first. So we know on click, right? On click, what do we do here? Let's get the functionality working first. So we know we have the index. So we know the index, right? So basically, we need to just remove it from the array, right? So let's say JavaScript remove nth element from array. I think we've done this before. Yeah. Stack Overflow is down. Ah. Okay. Seems weird. Okay, looks like Stack Overflow is not working. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we've done this before. So basically we do splice, right? Okay, let's see. So we take the original one, then kind of like this. This is the original array. Then so array dot splice. So we want the index and we want to remove one. Then we set invited array. Okay. Kind of like this. Let's see if it works. Okay, click. Okay, now schedule. Okay, now I want to remove this guy. Okay, if let's make sure this is right. A, B, C, right? This is D, and if we click this, we are removing C. Oh, that's weird. Wait, give me a sec. Something's off. So if I remove B, it's removing the last one for some reason. This is not right. Let's see what happened. So this is the clone. This is delete the count. Delete count. This is the index. That's weird. So let's do console.log array. Okay, and the array after array removed index. So that's the array. Also, we let's log the index. Okay. Okay. Okay, here it's giving me some warning because what we added TSX 186. So here basically the div we need to give it some key, otherwise it give us some warning. So yeah, if you give it keys then it doesn't have warning anymore. Okay, let's see this. Okay, A, B. Okay, let's let's say 50. Okay, if we click this, okay, originally it has wait, nothing is there. Oh, because we didn't store it. Oh, because when you enter ABC, I think the problem is that we didn't set. I mean, we're not manipulating this when we change this. So basically, we haven't done the input, right? Basically, the input when we need to have like a unchange, right? So basically, the value we should put is the value is, let's try 1 for email. Okay. Here, the value should be well, we didn't hook it up yet, right? So actually, I think the remove is working. It's just we should use the value of invitee dot first name, right? Unchange. So unchange is sorry, not first name, email, right? So unchange is a little bit weird. We need to find. Okay, so we first need to find. So we kind of have, because as we said, as I mentioned, like the state is not changeable, right? So like you cannot change any object in it. So basically you have to clone it. So basically the index, then you find the someone and email equal. So I think we are passing this, right, e to it. So this email should be e dot target dot value. Then we set invitees. Set invitees this with the new array. So basically you clone out the array and you find the element, change it. Let's see. Let's say this is A, B, C, D. Okay. Then when I remove this, okay, now it's working as expected. Cool. Okay, let's stop here.